America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Open man is Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Run for Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Here we go.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on second and long. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Tony Pollard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. 4th and from the gun. Garoppolo going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up
We just saw another nice game there. How about some kudos for the offensive line, being able to carve some space in the interior all game long and let the big guy rumble.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go. Check 31, check 31. Check.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To N'Keal Harry. A gain of 12. First down, Cleveland.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Motion, motion. Bump, 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 bump.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
34-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Turn 18. Motion, motion.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Right back to him on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Again, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Again, the ball
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they try the right side here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
65.
Garoppolo again, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro stop.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Rashawn Gary.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Rush in, rush in. Where are they, team? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
13.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. 1, Omaha. Lucky. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert. 2.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Mike 36. Hey, alert. Check 99. He's coming.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
8-yard gain. 1st down, Browns.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Roquan Smith.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play, it's now 3rd and 10.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 29-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ridiculous with words that you force in nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that poison
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. His throw incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first